Welcome to Be the Change. And this news of Delhi High Court's delivers split verdict on marital rape has given me a shock. And I'm going to talk about what the verdict was and what was the entire news about. So since I've told it was yesterday, and the is now going to go to um, issue is now going to go to Supreme Court. With the two judges in Delhi High Court on Wednesday giving a split verdict on questioning of criminalization of rape within the marriage, leaving the law unchanged. Okay, the issue will now go to Supreme Court. Justice Ravi Shankar, who headed a two bench, struck down as an unconstitutional exception of the section 375 of IPC, which says a sexual intercourse by a man with his wife aged 18 or above is not a rape, even if it is without her consent. So I'm repeating this again. It says that the sexual intercourse by a man with his wife aged 18 or above is not a rape, even if it is not without her consent. Our Justice C. Harishankar rejected the plea to criminalize the rape in marital rape. So he says that any change in the law has to be carried by the legislation since the issue requires consideration of various aspects, including social, cultural, and legal. So, while the rape actually leaves the physical scars, okay, it influences the deeper psychological of a woman also, which the victim, which remains with her for if somebody goes for the marital rape to the court, and if they give this, that the judge says that it would leave them psychologically scars for years. And I agree with this. Now, before I talk about it, we'll go into deeper things. The two judges differ on key issues as availability of evidence, the importance of consent, whether the court could adjudicate over the issue of marital rape or only the legislation could decide. So, whether the state concerns about safeguarding the institution of marriage valid or not, whether the remedies were available to the women's survival and spousal violence of other laws such as domestic violence. So, now, the consent is not a sole decision making. What determines whether or not the sexual act is an offense or the circumstances set forth by Section 375. In other words, consent determines the nature of consent or its absence, said Justice Rajiv. So now, what the judges had a conflict on this, and there was a two verdict, is that uh, criminalization under 375 should not be done. That's what one of the judges said. The other judge said that the criminalization should be done because the impact is very deep. It's a crime. It's absolutely a crime. I feel it's a crime. Uh, this plea was, said by many of NGOs who, kept forth this plea. So, in Indian marital rape is not defined in any stature of law. Unfortunately, the High Court verdict came as because of the bunch of petitions included by NGO, RIT Foundation, and All India Democratic Women Association and marital rape victims who challenged the exemption of Section 375 of IPC. So, what I feel is that the marital rape should be criminalized. I really don't understand that, we are living in this century and we are talking about women liberalization and women freedom, and we are taking the what the centuries old law, and we don't talk for a woman. We say that we're giving women freedom and everything. And here, the what kind of, if it is not criminalized, then what is the use? I mean, you can't say a woman above the age of 18 cannot put a case on her husband if there is a marital rape. I mean, I really don't understand. So we'll go into details of this. That NFHS report shows that among every married woman aged 18 to 49 who have ever experienced sexual violence, 83% of their current husband and 13% from the former husband are petitioners. So there is marital rape, and it's a huge concern. Unfortunately, our system, the overall the law is taking a back seat when it comes to women concern with on the marital rape. And this is a huge discussions having said from many years. So there are many NGOs who are fighting for this. So the NGOs have urged that sexual intercourse between husband and wife would not be treated at a par with in non-marital relationship issues, and the consent would not be divorced to the context of marriage. So there are many arguments going on this, but I want to say that this will again go to Supreme Court, and there will be another verdict again from Supreme Court. But what I feel, that the criminalization of marital rape should be imposed, because marital rape is is as worst as a rape done to a woman, because it impacts the women very badly mentally. I mean, it's not just the scars on her body, but it's the scars in her mind, and it will remain for ages. So there were many people who tweeted that we are not able to justify the women freedom, and we are still thinking what. So what is this? This is something which I felt very nice tweet by chairperson of Delhi Commission for Women, and she tweeted, Swati Michiwal tweeted that don't know how many more years we will have to wait to change a British era law. Marital rape is a reality, and high time we take a strong action on it. I really wait for the Supreme Court to give a verdict on criminalization of marital rape, because it's humiliating, it's worse like a rape, and whether it is done by husband or any other man, is a rape, and without a consent of a woman, a man shouldn't touch her. So, anyways, this is my point of view on this particular verdict, and I feel that criminalization act should be put on marital rape. So this is my opinion. I'll be back with another news and with my opinions. Until then, keep watching. Be the change.